Warning, this is a family-friendly radio. Children of all ages are welcome to participate.
This is my grandpa's geocaching talk show. And now for our latest news.
Hey geocachers, check it out. Cacheface.com is back by popular demand. Cacheface is a dedicated social network for geocachers to connect and share in their caching passion globally and in real time. Cacheface complements the existing geocaching networks and forums around the world and allows people to connect with these networks and forums that are quite limited to their own areas, locations, to come together in a global space and hang out, connect, share, and even make new friends along the way, all from one central place. That's www.cacheface.com. See you there. Hello geocachers, this is Hikerjamz
and Crazy Critter 1966.
Alright, here we are again for another episode 39.
Yep.
Yeah. I just looked and I kind of thought, well, is that going to be right? Wow. Okay. Well, this week we did a little geocaching.
Not much.
Just a little. Yeah. Before we get into that, though, we'll let everybody know that we do have an email this week that we're going to be happy to read.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so don't go away. We're going to talk about this geocacher that sent me an email. So, hey, other than that, though, what did we have to start with? We wrote down like something like 14 of those caches to go find.
Yeah, well, I think it was 12. We had 12.
Yeah, well, it
didn't turn out so well.
No, it didn't.
A little bit hot, a lot too cloudy.
Yeah.
GPS bouncing all over the place because it was too cloudy.
Yep. Well, what really threw us off, though, I won't mention that, but had a little problem out there to start with. But anyway, other than that, the first three that we went to we couldn't find.
Well, the first one we had to cut short.
Yeah. But we still looked 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But the second one, that was the one in that apartment complex that was supposed to be.
Oh, there was supposed to be parking, and there was no parking.
Yeah. But let's go back to that first one again. That one was really bad because the GPS took me right down the street, and it showed it being in the backyard of this people's house.
Well, we decided to go the next street over since it was supposed to be in the backyard.
I figured, well, there's a house, there's a backyard, and it's got to be in the next street. The next street didn't go as far. It did in before we got as far as where they said the geocache was supposed to be. We was a half a block or more away from it.
So they ended up going, one street over?
The third street was this big, tall church, and it mentioned this church.
Yeah.
And a shopping mall.
Right.
And so we went down to where this church was, and the car on the GPS was an inch off the road where it was supposed to be the line on the GPS. The car was way over on the other side. And so anyway, when we got into the parking lot of this church, it was a huge church.
Oh, very big church.
Yeah, there was enough parking space there. They couldn't put a Walmart.
Yeah. I think it had more parking space than the Walmart did.
Yeah, it was huge. We got pictures of the steeple, and yeah, take it for what you think it looks like. We're not going to mention that. But
Well, you can't tell by that picture.
Oh, well, okay.
No, going down the road, it looks like something that I can't say I care for too much,
Yeah.
but
But anyway, we
it
got
was a pretty
pictures
church.
of it. And when we got in the back part of the parking lot, we went right up to GZ. There was two different ways to get into it, and we took the second way because, I guess it was about 40 feet off, so we went into this other little path. We looked around. We was bouncing everywhere. Of course, you go into the bushes like that, you're going to bounce.
Yeah.
And we looked everywhere where they said it would be. It's supposed to have been cradled in a...
It said Cradle's Nest.
Cradle's Nest was the name of the cache. So we gave up on that one and went to the second one, which put us our first cache. That one was in the shop in the apartment complex.
Yeah, the one with no parking. Well,
No.
I guess we could have parked if we would have parked in the apartment complex.
Yeah,
But I don't
but
know.
we couldn't park. It says plenty of parking on the street
You couldn't park on the street.
to be 20 feet from the cache.
No, there was no parking at all on the street.
We couldn't have parked 20 feet from the cache in the parking lot. We
No.
was at least 40 feet from it there. So anyway, we skipped that one just because it was too close for everybody looking out their windows. It was pretty busy out there. So we kind of skipped DNF on that one, and that's one we called did not
That was
finish.
I said DNA did not attempt.
Yeah. The first one was a DNF, did not finish.
Yeah,
Second one was DNA.
did not attempt.
There you go. Jimmy Junk won.
Yeah, I couldn't. I didn't know where that one was either.
That was our third one.
No luck there either.
But what did all the logs say? People have been finding it all the way back since a couple of years.
Yeah.
There's always somebody. Everybody's found it.
No, what can I say? We were the unlucky ones. We didn't.
We kind of know where to look, but we was just so tired of looking where the GPS was taking us. We just didn't think about. Remember the other ones was in rocks.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I just didn't see it.
Yeah, and we had to walk up a hill like it was a slope with where the rocks were, and they was all real loose.
Yeah, and nothing personal, but I don't care to break my neck on the rocks.
Yeah,
I had a hard time getting down and then getting back up there on them.
So we called that a DNF, or did not finish.
We're not doing so good on
No,
caching.
we're not. There's something out here now that it's getting down to the picky things that I think we got all the easy, good ones, fast ones, close ones, and so now, I mean, we drove 20 miles to get to these.
Which we should have stayed and finished if we would have wanted to spend an hour or two looking.
Well, yeah, that and a lot of people go out for the whole day. But,
Yeah, it was just too hot.
But you figure 20, 30 minutes looking for a cache, it's not there, or you just haven't got your story straight before you left. Well, we found the next one. Ta-da-da!
Fourth one was a charm this time.
Yeah. Cuckoo for Coco.
Oh, yeah.
And what was the name of that place? Coco something.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was a
Cocohatchee
yeah.
Preserve.
Yeah. It was yeah, it was nice.
I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I think that's right.
So we finally, after driving about 3 or 4 blocks, we found a place to park right across the street from it.
Yay.
The way the people down here, they got one way going into a building and that's it. You got to come out the same way.
Yeah.
It's not like back in Ohio when you can come out in any 3 different driveways.
Well, the GPS in this town will take you around a whole block rather than tell you turn right and it's right there 200 feet.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. One day it told me to drive 1.5 miles, make a U-turn.
And then it drove you right back to where you were, and it was like 150 feet from where we started. GPS was kind of messed up.
So, in Florida down here now, U-turns are legal, and that's something that took me a while to get used to after we got down here.
Yeah, have you seen the sign, U-turn only?
U-turn only. What's this mean? And the GPS was telling me, make U-turn, make a U-turn. I was like, oh, no, I can't do that.
Yep, here you can.
Yeah. So, and it's fun. Because to getting out of some of these shopping centers and stuff, you have to go that way. There's medians in all the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to come out and go the other way and then turn around at the next U-turn.
Yep.
Which, if it's legal to make a U-turn at a red light, yeah, as long as you got a green light.
I am so glad this amuses you.
Or a left arrow so you can turn left. You can make a U-turn in the middle of an intersection.
Yeah.
Unless there's a sign
that says no U-turn.
Once in a while you'll see a sign. I haven't seen too many of them, but yeah, once in a while you do.
A lot different here than Ohio.
Oh yeah. Ohio, you gotta make a figure 8 to get away with it.
Yeah.
I don't have me explain what that one is. But anyway, that was just a joke anyhow. I'd seen a picture of a woman that had made a figure 8.
Yeah.
And a cop pulled her over and she's saying, oh, that wasn't a U-turn, that was a figure 8. Where she'd went to the other side of the road and come around and back, made an 8 out of it. I thought, okay. So that was Cuckoo for... Oh, that was a good one too. That was a nice trail.
I like that one.
Yeah. And then it was off the trail, but there was a nice trail going to it.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people have been out that way.
Oh, yeah. It's been there since, get me wrong here, 2008.
I couldn't tell you that. I didn't. You always do the reading on them. I don't.
I never write it down because I never think,
You do the reading, and I just listen to what you tell me.
Yeah. But it was nice. It was an elf helped him place it there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And see, I was right, wasn't I? Where it was going to be.
Yeah, you was right.
The hint was perfect.
But it was far in to the bushes.
Yeah.
From the main trail. There was no hiding. I mean, it was right out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little camouflage lock and lock. Well, I put a log over top of it.
Shame on you.
I thought that's what it was laying there for. I thought
it might have been.
Yeah,
maybe
it looked
maybe
like
the
it was
person
something.
before forgot to put it back.
Yeah, it's like them ones the other day. We found there was about 8 of them little palm frond limbs laying across the top of this log that fell down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a suspicious pile of sticks. So we got that one. Then we went to In the Cove. That was not bad.
But you know what? We trampled through all them weeds and bushwhacked our way through there, and then we come out right where it was.
A foot into the jungle.
Yeah, just a foot in where we went out, but we walked how many feet to find it?
We seen it on the way out. We didn't, it wasn't a GPS. It said, no, whoop, here it is.
Yeah. Always bushwhack your way in and find an easy way out.
Yeah, that's it. Bushwhack in and walk the path out. Yeah, and we got in there so big. Not big, but we got in there so tight into the weeds and stuff.
Oh, it was hard getting through some of that.
And then when we came back out, it was like new vines had grown across there, and we couldn't get through it.
I think they did.
Yeah, that was fun, though.
One of those, don't go into the jungle because you never know if a leaf or a limb's going to drag you 50 feet.
What was the name of that movie?
Oh, are you talking about The Ruins?
Yeah.
Where the vines kind of took you over and would pull you into them. And see.
If anybody has ever seen that movie, they know what we're talking about. I mean, it's spooky in there sometimes.
be aware of the vines.
You don't have to worry too much about the animals, though, because they can't run fast in that either.
No, and we made enough noise that probably scared them away.
Yeah, because them old palm leaves, when they get old and fall off the tree, it's like walking on a tin can, a pop can.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about that cache there was I noticed all those containers broken, logs wet, contents wet, back a year ago. And after a year, you would have thought he would have come out and replaced the thing or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was looking at one today where the guy hadn't been there for a couple of years. One of the TVs that I got up in Wyoming and put in that one cache, the deadest end, and somebody took it out, and they said that they would like to wait until the beginning of August to put it back out because he's going overseas.
Oh.
But the owner hadn't been on there in a couple of years, so he might as well hang on to it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you're not interested in it that much, where you keep track of where your TVs are going, then do what you think's right.
Yeah.
So, the idea for this TV was to travel all the countries and then some, and it's got it had like 20,000 miles on it.
Wow.
The guy that owns it lives in the UK.
Oh yeah. Wow, how nice.
Yeah. So. I'd say hang on to it if I had anything to do with it.
I'll give it an extra place to travel that it hadn't been yet.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted.
Yep.
I'd like to see mine move a little more like that.
Well, after we did the In the Coves Cove, we went to Naples Park Tour, and that was the one that was supposed to be back there by the fence in the corner.
That we looked for and looked for and looked for.
They said it was eye level. No. First they said it was chest high. And then they changed it to eye level or higher. Well, that was what, a 6-foot fence there? And a golf course on the other side, which we got a sign that says, beware, caution or something, that golf balls do come into the parking area.
Yeah.
So if your car gets hit by a golf ball, that you was warned.
Or if you step out of your car and didn't see the golf ball under your foot and you slam your head into the pavement.
We did find a golf ball, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
You did. Yeah.
Yep.
We took it. Got it out in the car.
I don't know why we took it.
Same reason we took that baseball the other day we found out in the woods.
I didn't take that. I told you to put that nasty, dirty thing back.
I did, but I put it back there by that tree where you was standing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I laid it down there and I forgot about it.
Yeah, that thing was pretty ragged.
Sitting on a fence post out in the woods.
Just sitting there. Yeah, it was the oddest thing.
So, anyway, we looked for that one for about 20, 30 minutes. No, we couldn't find it.
Yeah, I don't think it was there anymore.
I don't either. So that kind of ruined our day.
We just decided that wasn't a good caching day, so we'd just try again next week.
Yeah, with the overcast and everything, with the GPS and the sprinkling here and there.
It just didn't seem like anything was going right.
I mean, after it quit raining, and then we could get out and go look for it, and the humidity was like 100%.
Ugh, miserable.
So we did the next best thing. We went to Taco. Okay, that was a hush-hush there.
And now you know where we ate without us having to actually say the whole words.
That's it. And we got this program right down schedule.
All right.
All right. Let's see.
We'll be back after this commercial.
This part of Geocaching Talk Show is sponsored by Cache Advance. For a full line of geocaching needs, visit their website today. They are an official Groundspeak distributor, and they have everything you need for geocaching supplies. That's www.cache-advance.com.
Looking for a geocaching adventures? Go to geofleas.com, spelled F-L-E-A-Z. Along for the ride. Travel fleas are now GeoFleas. Order your GeoFleas today and go along for the ride. With over 6 million geocachers around the world, it can be hard to leave your mark. Personalize your geocaching experience with GeoFleas today.
To find out more about geocaching, go to geocaching.com. At the top left of the page, go to Learn and click on Geocaching 101. And from there, you will find all the questions and answers for what geocaching is all about. Then you can sign up as a free member or as a premium member and get started as a new geocacher and enjoy the worldwide treasure hunting game wherever you are. That's www.geocaching.com.
All right, we back, and that about wraps it up for what we had planned on geocaching for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So that left us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus Hidden Beauty makes 7 that we need to go back up that way and look for.
And hopefully it'll be a better day that day.
Actually, be more than that, because if we go to find the do not finds and the did not
attempts
finish, yeah, that would be 7, 8, 9, about 9 more.
Okay, as long as it's not cloudy and it's not too horribly hot, I think we might be able to do that.
Yeah. So anyway, that pretty much did it for this weekend. Like I said, we got some pictures though. Maybe not a whole lot, but anyway. All right, let's go into something else here now. Okay, listen up, mail call. Yes, this is what we was waiting for on this show today, and we did have an email. I'm going to read it to you. I'm trying to. I'm not real good at reading. I don't know. I get my eyes going ahead of me, and then I miss what I'm saying, and I have to go back, and I lose where I was at and everything else. But anyway, here we go. It says, Hikerjamz and Crazy Critter, welcome to caching full-time in Florida. It's a whole new adventure caching in the humid heart of the Florida summer, a summer that tends to start in March and ends in January.
And it does.
Yes, it does. He says, let me introduce myself. I'm Dish. It's D-I-S-H. Dish.
Mm-hmm.
That was a different name for a geocaching.
Mm-hmm.
Of the caching duo Dish Ninja.
Now I like that name.
Yeah.
Dish Ninja together.
I'm thinking it'd be his wife.
Probably.
Yeah. And we're Florida's cachers who've been chasing Tupperware in the woods since March 2010.
Good while.
Yeah. I just got to look at my, when I first started, it was 9, 10, 11.
Easy to remember.
Yeah. He's been at it about a year longer than me. He says, I was listening to your last few podcasts, and they made me think of a couple small things. First of all, you mentioned 5-terrain caching in Florida. We do have quite a few. Many more than you would think, mainly because of all the boat and kayak only caches that line our waterways. The rest of them, as Crazy Critter suspected, are in the swamps. And trust me, those deserve their ratings. Look up one of my life list caches. Ed Watson was a bad man. GC F353. Reading the logs alone earns you a T3 rating.
Wow.
And I looked that up, and sure enough, it says 16 or 17 miles.
Wow.
In the Everglades.
Yeah.
Going into the Everglades.
Wow.
And it was kind of spooky, and it's not on top of the water either. It's underwater.
Okay, that's one I'll never go look for. Sorry, guy, never.
It was interesting, though. I give that GC code again here, so anybody else wouldn't want to look it up. It's GCF353. Ed Watson was a bad man. He said the other tidbit that caught my ear was about your recent pileated woodpecker experiences. We've been seeing a lot more of them down here in the last few years. We had a great encounter with one on the East Coast a few months ago, just outside the new Smyrna Beach area. We are hoofing back to the car right as a light rain was starting. We were on a new multi-use trail that followed a line of wooden telephone posts. Suddenly, a pileated woodpecker flew in front of us and landed 3/4 the way up the pole. He chattered at us for a bit, obviously irritated that we were there. Finally, he gave up on convincing us to leave and did what he had been planning on doing in the beginning. He dove into his hole to get out of the rain. It was very cool and very interesting behavior to watch, and I really wish I had captured it on video. How many times have I said, "Oh, I should have brought my video"? Cause, yeah. Well, now I'm taking my video with me, my camcorder with me, and leaving my camera at home.
Yeah, you take your camcorder and I'll take my camera.
There you go. Yeah. Well, you can get a lot better close-up views
and still shots.
Yeah, I can zoom in, but I have to put my tripod down, and
yeah,
I keep it on the tripod so I can hold it out, to get a good view myself. Like at the Cove's Cove, we had them butterflies.
Yeah, 2 zebra butterflies.
If anybody out there knows, send us an email or leave us a voice message. We're having a problem with these zebra butterflies down here. They're yellow and black. But no matter what kind of camcorder, or what it is that we take a picture or a photo or a video of, it's white.
Yeah, the yellow stripes are always white. I've used 5 different cameras, and them yellow stripes always turn out white.
We can't figure it out. I've done it on my camera, on your camera, on my camcorder, even a snapshot on my camcorder.
Yeah.
And
the yellow just, for some reason, don't show up.
Right.
And they're really, what's bad is they're really, really pretty butterflies. And if that yellow would show up, you could tell how pretty they really are.
Yeah. So, getting back to the email.
Yes.
Yeah. He says, it was so inspired to try to catch this type of interesting behavior in the future, I invested in a GoPro camera to add to my caching kit.
Good idea.
Yeah. But that's another story altogether, he says.
Tell us when it happens.
Tell us the other story. We're listening. Yeah, send that other story in to us. This is a really interesting email. I think this is the best one we've gotten. Glad you've joined us in Florida. Thanks for hosting a podcast that helps me fill the caching void when I'm stuck at work.
Yeah. We know what you're doing when you're stuck at work.
I used to do that when I was working. I'd take my little IC recorder.
Well, I have to say thank you for explaining to us about the 5.5s. I figured the swamps were, but I never gave thought to the canoes and the kayaks.
Right.
Because of those.
There's a lot of canals down here.
Yeah.
And a lot of rivers and a lot of between islands and stuff, too.
It just never crossed my mind. So thank you again for explaining that one to us.
Yeah. So it says, cash on, Dish of Dish Ninja. This was cute at the bottom. I don't know if that's his signature on here or what, but
I don't know. I liked it.
Sent from a mobile device which may or may not be smarter than the user on any given day. Apologies offered in advance for any oddness not easily attributed to the author.
I think that's cute.
Yeah, it was cute. So, Dish and Ninja, you're welcome to send us an email or a voice message or anything anytime you want to.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That gives us a little more space in our time here. And
it's nice to know what people think and what they're doing. And like he was explaining about the woodpecker, it's nice to know things like that.
Yeah, it comes in handy when you're new. A lot of people take it for granted.
Yeah. Just
like back in Ohio, we take things for granted. Somebody from Florida come up there, they say, "Wow, look at that!" Yeah, them pesky little things.
Yeah, I still wish I could have got a picture of that white pesky little squirrel.
Oh yeah, that was something.
Oh wow!
They got white squirrels up there in Ohio.
Solid white.
Yeah,
pretty squirrels.
They're all over town up there.
Mm-hmm. And I never got a picture.
Well, actually, they're in a couple of different towns. There's in Piqua, and they was up in Sydney.
Wow. Okay.
Wasn't nothing to drive down the street and see one when you don't have your camera.
You know what's funny? The 15 years I was here before I moved to Ohio, I'd never seen a pileated woodpecker. I come back and I see two of them. Actually, I've seen three of them out here.
Two of them right here on the property.
Yeah. The whole 15 years I'd never seen one, and I finally come back and there it is. Yay.
I seen two of them when Vodesia and son of Skeeter Swatter.
Boy, what a name.
We're going to have to get on to him. He said he's going to change it.
He'll never change it.
So, there we have our email for the week. Waiting for another one.
Anybody, anytime.
Let us know where you're from, where you're listening from, with your geocaching name, and you don't have to be your best adventure story. It could be any of them.
Yeah. How rough it was, how good it was, how many you found, what you saw, anything.
So 5.5 sounds pretty tough around here. If you don't have a kayak or a canoe or a boat.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to get to those.
I'm going to get me one.
Okay.
I am. I'm going to get me one.
All right.
I'm going to have to talk to son of Skeeter
Swatter.
I can say if I slow down. I'm going to have to talk to son of Skeeter Swatter and try to get that one that he had or has or whatever. And I'm going to go out there kayaking.
Yeah, okay, have fun.
Now see, up there in Florence, Oregon, we got Kenny's Art, the geocaching vlogger.
Yeah.
That's what I call him. I don't know what he calls himself on that. It's just he does like a geocache every day of the year on a video.
I've seen a couple of them.
Yeah, he's a pretty nice guy. I've been friends with him for a couple of years now, and kind of miss him. He called in one time on the radio, talked to me for a little bit about kayaking, and that's where it got me interested. This fellow's about my age, maybe a little older.
Kayaking.
I don't know. I don't know how old he is, but he's up there around my age, and he goes out kayaking a lot.
He seems like a character.
Yeah, he is. He's really into that geocaching vlogging, and I've been watching quite a bit of his videos, and I'd say half of them are in a canoe, or a kayak. He'll get 3 or 4 guys together, and they'll all go down the river, and it's interesting to watch them because they'll go into this tree that's hanging over the river, the limbs and stuff is hanging over, and they'll bump their heads on that thing, and they're grabbing a hold of that limb, and it's almost pulling them out of the kayak. I mean, it looks like fun.
Oh, yeah, that looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, so it's a guy thing.
Apparently.
But anyway, the little rivers they go in is not really that deep. So.
No, that wouldn't be so bad.
And they're at the edge. They're at the edge of it where it's probably maybe waist high. And so that I'm going to get there with that. I'm working on it. I'll make a note to get a hold of Son of Skeeter Swatter. See, I can say it when I
slow down.
But
you can't say that 3 times fast.
I can say it once. Zoot. Yeah, I know there's a lot of kids out there that geocache, and I would like to get some response out of some kids.
Oh, they're the most fun to listen to when they can make this little bitty adventure sound so exciting.
Yeah.
But to them it is.
Yeah, it is. And it makes you appreciate getting out there and doing it yourself.
Yeah.
And
to see how happy your kids are just really gets you.
They see different things than we do.
Mm-hmm.
They describe them different than what we would.
Oh, definitely.
And yeah, I was talking to Amber the other day. Her and her boy goes out geocaching.
Mm-hmm.
The Ginger Geocacher. She was doing a lot of geocaching vlogs from that Alabama.
Oh, please don't ask me to tell you a
Alabama,
story.
Georgia.
I don't know.
Alabama, I'll bet you.
Okay.
I should have looked while I was there.
Yeah, you should have.
Her little boy goes out with her. He's called Lil Ginger. And I was talking to her. I asked her, is he at the age now where he talks a lot? And she says, oh, yeah. So, next time she takes him out geocaching, she's going to send a voice message and let him, help him out to tell us what kind of fun he had.
Oh, I bet that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. As soon as we get that, we're going to show it on there. And so anyway, that we just ask people to send in their adventure. If you're 5 or 95, doesn't matter.
Hey, don't forget the people like 105.
If you're 3 or 103, how's that?
There you go.
Yeah, if you're old enough to talk, send us in.
Sounds good to me.
Parents, help them out. Tell them what to say in the background.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we don't care if you got your voice in there going, yeah, that doesn't tell us. Yeah.
Now the kids will be telling the parents what to say.
Yeah, there you go.
No, Mommy, not that way. Tell it this way.
Yeah. Well, if he's ready to tell it that way, let him tell it.
Let him go. Or her.
Yeah. So now, we haven't run across too many small children out there.
No,
but
not really.
Kids, 10 and up.
Yeah. We've seen more 10 to 13 probably.
That one week, we went out, not us, but Rhodesian, son of Skeeter Swatter. And there was, I think, 3 kids out there with their parents. And they was probably about 7.
Yeah.
So, we're going to see how far we can go either way. The youngest to the oldest. If you're 103, send us a message, a voice message. Oh, I guess I ought to tell them where they can find it at. We got it in the show notes, but it's at speakpipe.com/Hikerjamz. Oh, and we got another email address. It's just another one. It's not a change in them. We still have Radio Talk Show 2013 at gmail.com. But if it's easier to remember, just send us an email to After-Cache@hotmail.com.
There you go.
Don't forget, you spell it Cache. And you spell Hikerjamz, Hikerjamz, like it is, zebra. So, yeah, it's a little confusing, but most cachers know it by now. They know who I am. They know who you are. You're out there just as much as I am.
Nah.
Oh, yeah. Other than that, I think that pretty much covered everything we was going to talk about this week.
Yeah, I think so.
So, Yeah, what's next? What's new? What's going on?
You know as well as I do.
Why is it that I can't pick the fox up on my camcorder, but I can pick them raccoons up on it?
And the birds.
Birds fly in and eat food, and I get them, and the raccoons walk in and get it, but the coons or the foxes is not showing up in there for some reason. I got one, two pictures of the fox, dozens of the coon, and how many pictures of deer did I delete their day? I said, was it 3,000 something?
A lot.
I don't know.
That many,
it was a lot. I don't need all them pictures.
I think more like 300.
If there was a way to run them as a video, I could sit there and watch deer just eat, and they'll eat and they'll raise their head up, and they'll go down and eat and they'll raise their head up.
And you'd watch hours of that,
I'd watch it for
you?
hours. Yeah, I would.
It's a guy thing.
Oh, the turkey.
Oh.
We got a turkey walking around in the yard the other morning.
Yeah.
Didn't even have to go outside to get a video shot of that one. I just, right out the window.
Sitting what? How many feet from the...
It was 10.
About 10 feet from the RV?
Yeah. And he just walk around his neck and going boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, he's been out here a few times. He walks around the house and he goes next door.
Yeah, but that's the first time I've seen him.
Yeah, I've seen him down the other road too.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them out here.
Well, we've seen them two wild ones down the road.
Yeah, I was saying there's a few of them.
But this one here, this is a wild one too.
Yeah.
But it was bigger than the other two that we seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's a lot of them around.
Yeah, we got all kinds of neat little critters that run this yard.
Wow. I wished I could have retired 30 years ago.
30 years ago, you wouldn't have seen that many of them out here. But now that they're cutting down all the woods and stuff and they're running them back this way, we're seeing all kinds of animals.
I'm just enjoying it.
I still can't believe I saw that panther that day. Wow.
Yeah, and where was your camera?
At home. Of course.
Yeah.
And then when I take it with me, I see nothing.
Yep.
Isn't that right?
Yep, that's right.
Oh, well, maybe next time.
I'm going to get me some Velcro, and I'm going to attach my camcorder on the dash.
I thought you was going to say you was going to attach it to your head like a headband.
I could do that.
Oh, I was just kidding. Wow.
I wouldn't be able to see what I was videoing.
No, you wouldn't.
No. So the other day, when we was out caching, I kind of took a little snap videos of all the caches that we did that day, and I thought, well, that'd be nice just to connect all of them together and make one video out of it. So I did. 20 something minutes, 28 minutes, something like that. And so I uploaded it to my computer, which took another 28 minutes or more, and then but to upload it to YouTube, no, I didn't upload it to YouTube because it took so long to upload it to the computer. It was ridiculous. Yeah. I'm going to shorten it up. Well, it's 44 minutes we've been in here, so we're going to have to go.
Yeah, we do.
And so we'll talk to everybody next week, and we hope y'all have a safe week. And until then,
what do we say?
Yeah, catch you later.